All right, another cup of Joe. One thing that I've kind of had to back off on because I've never had posted another cup of Joe for a little while because after I started the process of it. I really started to review exactly what I was doing, and I got to see what I was talking about. But then I started actually calibrating and thinking about what I was actually talking about. It was like, well, I was coming off of like this cup of Joe is all about weighing the things of if the cup is half empty or half full, and as well like also at the same time if I have this like thought process of about manifesting things in life, it's more like you just can't look at life if things are half empty or half full. If you want to manifest something, it's all about looking at life as it's half full. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So for me, that's one thing why I stepped back for a little while. I was like, all right, well, that's not gonna work. I can't sit here debate certain topics about life and say, oh, is this half empty or half full? No. If you want to manifest everything you want to do, it has to be half full, and that's it. And that's one thing that I want to get across. I'm big about manifestation. I think I'm big about mindset. I'm big about the psychology about how you just move about life. It's about, well, we have a finite, unknown life amount of life. At the same time, too, we um, have 24 hours in a day. So within that 24 hours a day, are we gonna sit here and debate? Well, what like debating? It should be the glass half empty or should the glass be half full? No, I think I want to put across that no matter what the situation is, all right, cool. Where in the world is that flower within the cement? Where in the world is the positive within the negative? Because no matter what, there's always a yin and yang. And that's one thing I want to get across, and that's one thing I kind of stopped doing the videos for a second because I was like, hold on, cool, it's good that I started. Cool, it's good that I have a concept that I'm building on. Cup of Joe. C is about culture. U is about understanding. P is about potential of Joe. Well, my name's Joe. Well, Joseph, but then you can call me Joe. You can call me Joseph. Call me JoJo. JoJo's cool. Um, then you can call me the travel investor. Some big things are coming with the travel investor. Um, because I am the travel investor. I like to travel, and I'm an investor. If you got a deal for me, I'm a deal maker. I'm an investor in any deal you bring to me. My name's Joseph Thomas. That's an inside joke, by the way. Um, I don't know. I, I really don't think. Well, this is the thing. I don't know how much people really think about life the way I do. Is life to me is weird. Sometimes when I really can get to myself and really deep thoughts, you can really think about, yo, life is weird. It's like, what is consciousness? What is breath? What is a heartbeat? What is, a family? Because in the sense of this lineage, as in human species, we get caught up in this thing of like race and like within just even our immediate family. But it's like, whoa, hold on. We're one conglomerate of a species of ourselves of humans, and but then there's other species out there like fish, and then zebras, lions, shit like that. But in the sense, it's like, hold on, if you really think about it, life has been here for a long time. One thing I like to hear, one person I like to hear, they say that life itself, your life is a fart in the wind. A fart in the wind. A fart in the wind. Think about if you go out in a cold winter day. I was about to say summer, but actually, I don't think you're gonna see it in the summer. You're not gonna see it in the summer. You're only gonna see it in the winter. Okay, think about it in a cold winter day. It's like below 10 degrees. That means when you those times when you blow your breath and you actually see your breath. Think about those times. All right, that breath, that one breath that you see, you go and you see your breath like. Think about this if that's your life. All the drama, all the trials and tribulation that you go through, all the love, all the hate, everything you do. That's it. If you sit there and marinate on that for a second, you really get to think that, like, hold on for a second. There's been so much life before me. There's going to be so much life after me. Only thing I can do is live the dash. The day I was birthed and this finite, we don't know date that I will or we will die. So in between all that is that dash. For me, I was born July 15th, 1992. I don't know what day I'm going to end. One thing I'm trying to do is I'm pushing to be all that I can possibly be. What is all I can possibly be? All you can possibly be is in the pursuit of being better who you were yesterday, because that's part of the P in Cup of Joe. Potential. Potential is basically failure to take action. Let's just go over the couple of culture. Culture is preserved by creating it. Understanding is a mission beyond our beliefs. Think about the mission. It's a mission beyond our, I said belief, didn't I? Understanding is a mission beyond our limitations, because whatever mission that we're on, what you're doing is just finite, but it's going to be carried on through other people. But potential, the P and Cup of Joe, is failure to take action, because we can talk all this stuff, but at the end of the day, if you don't take action, if you don't do anything, there's no such thing as potential. You just got to think about it that way. So I will say this, because I don't really think about this like new year that we're going through, 2020. I would say that I graduated high school in 2010, and it for some reason it hit me. I was like, hold on a second, it's 2020. I graduated high school in 2010. That means I graduated high school 10 years ago. The fuck? like then I sit here and reevaluate what I've been doing with my life and where I am in life, and I was like, hold on a second. And no, then I started with where I want to go, and then it's like, whoa, those things are not adding up. What in the world have you been doing for the past 10 years? In a sense, it's not that. It's like, cool. Where I am now mentally, of course, is because of all of amalgamation of everything that I've been through for the past 10 years, of course. But at the same time, it's also making me think, where could you possibly be in the next 10 years? Think about this for a second. Where could you possibly be for the next 10 years? You can just be on a whole nother level beyond your dreams. But the thing is, do you ever think about what those dreams are? For me, I would say I want change. I want things to be different. I know I have so much potential in me.
Hey, good night, Joey.
Good night.
All right, love you.
Love you too. That was my dad. All right. I have big dreams. Thing is, one thing I recognize, you live in the world, in a sense, in your own. Okay, let's think about dreams for a second, because I'm a big dreamer. Like, I have some weird dreams, like, whew. In a sense, what's been happening politically, even like macroeconomically, I literally have dreams that I have written down that has matches that what's going on the macroeconomic scale. Not gonna share that today. Another episode. But if you think about what the dreams you have, or in a sense, like if people dreams, I recognize some people don't have dreams. Um, or in a sense of just think of dreams as something that's internal on the inside. Think of your consciousness as you paying attention with the world around you. In a sense, if you think about it, you live in a world of your own in some weird way. But this world that you live in on your own is made up of other individuals, individual agents live in their own world too, but y'all live in the world together. So if you love yourself, because this is about self-love, what the best thing to do is bring that whole world you have inside yourself outside to the world. Because in a sense, if you really think about it, you don't love yourself if you don't bring the true self out. Because that persona that you perceive to the world is not your true self. So people, I mean, not saying that everybody does it. Some people might have that persona out. But if you really think about it, you have a persona to the world. There's this dream inside of you. I know there's a dream inside of me. What is that dream? Who is that person? What are the gifts and things that you could bring to the world? I know there's a gifts and plethora of things I can bring to the world. But what is holding you back from doing it? Is it fear? What is fear? Fear is only false expectations appearing real. I mean, if you really think about it, if you're living in the world on your own, creating a world that you live in with other people who live in the world on their own, it's some kind of way you bring some kind of social agent all together to make whatever the reality is. Then why aren't you doing everything you got to do to make the world a better place? It's on in some kind of weird kind of way. This kind of gets me because, in a way, I like to talk to other people about these things, but I understand that I'm talking to myself. But in the context, it helps me to talk to myself if I'm talking to other people and relating this to other people. We have so much potential. I have so much potential. You have so much potential. With this finite life that we live, why aren't we going out and reaching that potential? Why are we looking at the world? Why are we even debating the fact that the world should be half empty or half full? You only have one life. Think about it. It should be only half full. Think about that. Cool. Okay, let's sit here, because I could think about some things. Let's just sit here and geopolitically what's going on with the U.S. and Iran right now. There's a lot of things going on. But I can say, being a U.S. citizen, hey, I'm sitting here and going to work, I'm chilling, can do whatever I want to do. I'm in, free nation or whatnot. I will say I do not live in another country where, there's more strict laws and whatnot. And also at the same time, there may not be such things like bombs and wars going on all the time like there are in other places. At the same time, one, I can say I'm grateful. Two, I can say if I see something wrong in the world, it's my job to fix it. That brings up the question, are you your brother's keeper? Who is your brother? Is it blood? But if you live in a world of your own, everybody's blood. now you're really just getting to my like deeper thoughts. But my thing is, I want to start this new year off with the real content I want to bring. I want to bring the concept of like only looking at everything as a glass half full. That's the cup of Joe. There is no if the glass is half empty or if the glass is half full. No, life is all about being half full. That's it. Why are you even thinking about the glass being half empty? You only have one life. That makes no sense. That's a negative way of looking at life. You're really going to look at the way the glass half full? Okay, cool. Hey, there might be so many circumstances you might look at life. Okay, but guess what? Even though those circumstances are there, they're there. I you can't take it back. I'm sorry. Everything that's happened to me in life, and guess what? I've had a blessed life. I've had a blessed life. And that's one thing I really recognize. I sit here and try to find fault in the world. And the only thing I can do is sit here and look at me in the mirror like, yo, you've been blessed. There's no excuses to go out and do what you want to do. The only thing you can do is look at the man in the mirror. Woman in the mirror too, but whatever. Man in the mirror, woman in the mirror. Live your life with the glass half full. You only have one life. Go all in. Reach your goals. Thing is, everything that you see in the world is only due to culture. There's no bad people in the world. Culture. There's so many different cultures in the sense of local culture, racial culture, national culture, continental culture, whatever that is. There's so many different cultures. Like, how do you expect all them cultures to sit here and be even? There's a reason there's a yin and yang. There's a reason there's a white dot. That white dot fits into the black. There's a reason that the black dot fits into the white. Because it's a balance. What is evil without good? What is good without evil? The real question is, what side you gonna choose? You know what you gotta do to you know what you gotta do to make the world a better place. You know the dreams inside of you that you want to present to the world. Now let's get down to the crux of it. Why aren't you doing it? Like I said again, I'm talking to myself essentially because why am I not doing it? Let's make this year about vision 2020. It's all about vision. It's the vision to make the world a better place. It's a vision about doing those things that we talk about. But guess what? You might be talking about what you see, but guess what? Other people don't see it. So you can't talk about it. You can only do it because doing it is what they see. Culture is only preserved by creating it. Understanding is a mission beyond our limitations. Potential is a failure to take action. This is a cup of Joe.